What's interesting is that most people think communication is all about what you say. But most powerful communicators know that it's just as much about what you don't say. The pause, that quiet moment between words, that single breath before a response, that's where trust, clarity, and impact are born. I remember working with a senior executive, confident, articulate, sharp, but he spoke fast, too fast. He went on as if pause meant weakness. One day after a presentation, I cornered him and I asked him, "Why don't you ever pause in your presentation?" And he said, "Because I don't want people to think I've lost my flow." And I smiled and I said, "They don't think that. They just think that you're rushing them." That really hit him. And we worked on using intentional pauses before key points, after strong statements, and when responding to questions. And the transformation was instant. People started describing him differently: calm, grounded, confident, because pauses don't create gaps, they create gravity. Here are three places where pauses change everything. One, before you speak. A short breath before you start centers your mind and grabs attention. It says, "I'm here and I'm ready." Now, people lean in not because of what you've said yet, but because you're present. And number two, after you make a key point, most people rush their best lines. And when you pause right after something important, it really lands. The silence gives the listener time to absorb and feel your message. A pause is the underline your words deserve. And number three, when emotions rise. In tough conversations, the first few seconds after someone challenges you determine everything. If you react instantly, you defend. If you pause, you respond. And that tiny gap between stimulus and reaction is critical. The beauty of pauses is that it does three things at once. It calms you, it clarifies your message, and it comforts your audience. Because in a noisy world, silence signals confidence. So the next time you're speaking, whether in a meeting or presentation or even at home, don't rush to fill the air. Let your words breathe. Let your silence speak. Because when you learn to pause, you don't lose your power, you amplify it. Thank you.